Bad Bad Not Good, Mid-Spiral Chaos, EP review. Let's chat about it. Hey friends, what's going on? John here from What's Spinning here tonight to chat about this latest album from Bad Bad Not Good, jazz act out of Canada. They've been at it for pretty much a decade now, a little bit more actually. And since their early days, I was very fascinated with their sound. I mean, they came around during a time where I wasn't that excited when it comes to modern jazz and the like, but their early days, I thought they did something really unique and clever, and that was release a few albums full of covers of video game tracks and 90s hip-hop covers, and most of them I thought were pretty unique and genuinely progressive in the modern jazz sound, so much so that I became a fan overnight. But, when it came time to the band putting out some of their own material, the not cover stuff, I thought that the band definitely had some growing pains along the line. The 3 album that they came out with, the BBNG, watch that. However, around the time where they started putting out original material, I felt like the band was going through some growing pains. Bad Bad Not Good 3, I honestly thought was some of the band's weakest tracks to date and just really uninspired at the end of the day. Not only that, but by the time 4 came around, I thought they were really, they were getting around to a much more modern sound, a little bit more comfortably. A lot of the vocal guests on that thing were pretty solid as well, like Mick Jenkins, Sam Herring from Future Islands as well, but I still thought, while I did enjoy the sound of 4, that the band could do a little bit something more bolder, which they definitely did with Talk Memory a few years back. This was the most cosmic and genuinely progressive and forward-thinking thing that the band had done in quite some time. It sounded like the band was really getting adventurous and exciting again, and in the last few years it feels like much more eyes are on the band than usual. Their production credits are getting around a lot more, their guest features are becoming much more aplenty. Not only that, but they also did release that fantastic EP earlier this year with Baby Rose, which I did shoot a review for, but sadly the file did get corrupted, so I never got around to posting it. But if you're into modern jazz and neo-soul, I definitely would recommend checking it out. It is a really fantastic EP. But that leads me to this new EP, which dropped completely out of the blue as well. It's not like they were dropping singles from this thing, but I figured that since I did miss the EP they put out with Baby Rose, that I would at the very least check out this EP no matter what, and I'm really glad that I did. This EP starts off with Eyes on Me, and it is just such an interesting and cool introduction to this album. I just love how just thick and bulky this atmosphere is. This is definitely Bad Bad Not Good, trying to turn on that psychedelic soul sound a little bit, and they sound great doing it. It is really intoxicating and just easy to just vibe to, absolutely. But it's also really playful still, just because of just how lively the instrumental gets about halfway through it. But most importantly, this very quickly brings to the table this thought that Bad Bad Not Good are not just, playing it safe with this EP. They are very much using this EP to push forward their sound and try some new things. Between the hypnotic production, the groovy bass, the great percussion, this is really easy to get lost in. Yeah, this is far from just some odds and ends that the band has been screwing around with between albums. This sounds like, an exciting new chapter for the band. Really love Take Me With You as well. This is definitely Bad Bad Not Good getting into the more sort of experimental and genuinely freakish realm, and that's not too surprising. There was definitely a much more experimental and progressive sound to their last album, Talk Memory. But this track is just so cool. It has something that I've been missing from the band for years, and that's a sense of mystique, and I haven't heard that since like the end of BBNG 2. It's so funky, it's so moody, it's a little bluesy, and these synth lines are going to be stuck with you all day. But the playing on this track is just so refreshing to hear. It's just so full of heart and passion and soul. And not only does Bad Bad Not Good sound like they're really pushing themselves with this project, they sound like they're having a freaking blast doing it. Weird and Wonderful, though, which is about halfway through this EP, I definitely have some issues with. Once again, this is the band going for a little bit more of a freaky sort of cosmic funk vibe, and that, on paper, sounds absolutely delicious. But of all the tracks here, this is easily one of the more disjointed and, dare I say, annoying at times track. I mean, there are some very cool passages. Some of the playing at parts is really impressive, but overall, the thoughts of this track just seem to be kind of more colliding more than working together. And despite just how loose this track sounds from a distance, Bad Bad Not Good just sound clumsy when you inspect it a little further. Also, it's the longest track here. But like I said, there are some moments that are genuinely impressive. If you like it, I definitely get it. But outside of that, I am really impressed with Bad Bad Not Good and what they're doing on this EP and how they are continuing to push themselves. Mid-Spiral, this EP's title track, it's really great as well. Like, if you want to hear Bad Bad Not Good in that sort of cosmic, sort of funky, very freaky direction and have it go really deliciously, this is the track to listen to. The atmosphere is so warm, it's so inviting, these rhythms just warm my heart. And honestly, this jam that picks up, this legitimate jam halfway through the track, it's genuinely thrilling. No, this is far from some bloated masterclass in jazz. Honestly, this is just genuinely exciting and really fun. And it's just played with so much heart, from every crisp drum fill to every soaring guitar. Last Laugh is easily the most breezy and light track here, but it's still just so full of passion, and I do love the continued really focus on the guitars, which have never been that huge of a part of Bad Bad Not Good's music, but hearing it in small doses really highlighted here, I definitely want to hear more. They just come off so effortlessly cool here. God, this track is so good. Plus, the band plays tracks like this so confidently, it's so effortlessly cool. And Your Soul and Mine, as a finale, is easily the brightest and most colorful and genuinely funkiest track here, and it might be my favorite. I mean, like I was saying on that Kamasi Washington review that I did a few weeks ago, some of the best moments of that album were when Kamasi was kind of freaking out and having some fun, and that's what we get here. It's very loose, and the whole vibe of this track is just so infectious and warm. Just makes me want to get up, get out, and enjoy life. And honestly, I think it's a great sound for the band, and I can't wait to see where they're going from here, honestly. I'm really excited to hear what the band has planned for their next album, seeing what they're doing in between albums. This is far from just, a couple of things they've been messing around with in the studio. A lot of this material here, it's pretty damn exciting. Yeah, I'm feeling a light 8 on this EP, but let me know what you all think down below. If you liked the video, be sure to give us a like, give us a subscribe, and let me know down below what you would like for me to chat about in the future. And until next time, have a great day, friends.